The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths, in particular Sally Hardesty and her invalid brother Franklin. It is all the more tragic in that they were young, but had they lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected, nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day. For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Welcome on back, everyone. We are here playing some more Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And today we are going to talk about the cook. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like on the video. I always greatly appreciate it. And if you want to hit that notification so you know whenever another one comes out, you will know. But on with the story here. We're here talking about the cook today. We already did a Leatherface, so if you didn't get to see old Leatherface, I will put a little bumper up there so you can go back and watch his video. But today it is all about the old cook, the old man, the old cook. He is probably, I hate to say it, the least favorite guy on the whole family side. And I got my reasons, mostly because I'm a person that loves to chase down the people and murder them. It's very impossible and very hard to do it as a cook. He is the slowest runner of all the family members, so that makes him a little bit harder to do that kind of stuff. He is mostly used for sonar, I call it. Like, he's the sonar person. He finds where they're at all over the map. And feeds Grandpa, if I'm being honest. As you can see down here, I have his blood. This is my own build, so blood harvesting is maxed out all the way, and then I have some in endurance because, like I said, he's slow. So I gave the extra points over to the endurance side. We're going to go through the abilities, perks, and execution. The execution's pretty fast. Like I said in the last video with Leatherface, you get these two through that $7 bundle that you can buy for DLC. The Clobbered is one that it comes with. Now, let's talk about that ear. Let's talk about it. We're going to respec. Go through it. Level 1 reduces ability drain by 30%. The victim detection range increased by 10%. Increase ability bar recharge rate by 33%. I go with the victim detection range increased by 10%. Some English there. So I can see him a little bit further in the range. Now, the next one up, the ability drain is 60%, the detection range is 20%, and then increase the ability bar by 60%. I see some people go up the front and then go right for more detection range. I don't really know. I would literally ballpark between these two to me. Reduces the ability drain by 60%. I mean, that could be good too, obviously, so the ability drain don't go too fast. But if you have the increased ability bar recharge rate up by 60% also, of course, it's going to gain more too. And you have to get blood for Grandpa anyway, because that's mostly what he's used for, because, you know, he can't run worth a shit at all. So, mostly we use them for getting blood for Grandpa and finding the victims around the map. So I am gonna use this, the increase the ability bar recharge rate by 60%. So while you're filling up Grandpa, you can actually have that building too at the same time. Now it's gonna open up these ones up here. The highlighted victims are marked for the entire family. Successfully highlighted victims stay marked twice as long. And then more increase focus speed. Me personally, I like to highlight the entire family so everybody can see them. If Leatherface is in the basement, he's going to be able to see him. If they're up top, you know, and you got one running around, they're going to be able to see him. So literally, they can see him all over the map. It makes life a lot easier for everyone. And they can get to him and kill him because, yeah, he's slow as shit. So we are gonna now go over to the skill tree. Now, there are some things about this skill tree. I have wit all over this skill tree more times than once, trying to figure out what in the heck to do to try to make it a little bit better for me. Obviously, like I said, he's slow as shit. So it was hard for me to pick a certain way of what to go and what to do. I literally just stuck with the whole sonar thing and just, I'm only going to be looking for the people and filling Grandpa up with blood, and I didn't really care about anything else. So I went left. Left is the blood harvesting. Winning close encounter gives you 10% more blood, while losing a close encounter gives you 20% blood. Suffocating grip. Close encounter minigram is easier by 20% of the perk holder. You have some savagery in here. Slamming the door and the victim will do a 15% damage. And you got the swinging for the fences for stamina consumption on melee attacks by 20% to help you out. Another savagery, when you're below 15% stamina, you do 10% more damage, 15% more damage, and 20% more damage. I have this one equipped right now, and the reason for that is just like it says, when you're below 15% stamina. This guy runs out of stamina faster than shit, and he can't run for shit. So 9 out of 10, you're going to run out of stamina when someone's around you and you try to kill him. So you're always going to have that 20% more damage to me, because I'm obviously always running around when I'm trying to get them, and yeah, you're going to run out of stamina. So, yeah, it's probably best if you're going this way to use that one. Your savagery is increased. After turning on a generator, it takes 5 seconds longer than usual to disable it. This one, I was a little confusing mechanic, and that's what it's literally called. It's on everyone's, just like I said in the last video. A lot of these are on each other's skill trees. This is the thing. And a lot of people were like, well, what do you mean by that? Because if you're turning on the generator is usually already on. Well, that's the thing. Turn it off. Turn it off, turn it back on. Then it takes 5 seconds longer than usual for victims to disable it. That's what you do. I had a friend ask me about that once, and yeah, that's what it means. You just disable it and turn it right back on. And then it'll take them longer to turn it back on. Brute strength, of course, like I said in the last one, family members increase the damage for everybody. Now, here's a weird thing right here. Now, the security pins. Added locks are 10% harder to unlock for victims. Goes 30, goes 50%. Awesome, right? Awesome. All right, barge to a point, barging doors will always open them on the first try. I'm going to go up through here real quick, then we'll get back down to what I just was talking about. Blood harvesting, I use this one, receive 100% more blood when attacking victims. And then the booby-trapped lamp stuns you 50% less. I don't really care for that. If Grandpa is incapacitated, your damage dealt to victims is 15. Okay. So here we're going back to security pins. Here's the thing. I'm going to go up the middle now. I have did this 1,000 times, just to let you know, because I play the game too much. Unrelenting Enduring is increased by 3, 5, and then 7. You got a random perk here. Alarms, all critical doors and gates are highlighted for 5 seconds if opened. And you got the chicken over here, increase the chicken detection. You can go left or right here. This is your choice. Whatever way you want to go. Warmed up. After winning or losing close encounter, you gain 10% of the ability charge. And then it'll die right there. You can keep going. I think you can still go over. I mean, we can check this. I can reset it and go through it. Always in sync. The family focus duration is increased cooldown by reduction. And you got a random perk here. You got scout here. Your movement speed is increased by 5%, but melee damage is reduced by 30%. You're only going to be able to go to right here. This blood harvesting, successfully hitting the victim will fill your ability bar by 5%. And it goes up to 15%. But that's where you're going to end, because there's a thing right there. Now, here's the thing. If you go up here, you see this where it goes up, left, right? If you go left, these two die. You can't go these ways at all. Right and up is dead. Can't go that way. What sucks is the security pin is right here. And then up here is down the rabbit hole. Victims who climb down wells will be highlighted for 7 seconds. As a sonar kind of person to show the family members where everything is, that would be more of the best way to be, where you can see the highlighted victims when they fall through. You have the lock, so it takes longer to unlock the doors. It'd be nice to have that kind of build in this game, but they don't let you have that kind of build in this game. They don't allow it, sadly. Special blend, walking through Sissy's poison clouds, boosts your stamina regeneration by 30% for 10 seconds and gives you the next attack with poison. And a dinner bell, victims caught in traps will be highlighted. Your maximum stamina increased by 20 points for 15 seconds. That's mostly good for just Hitchhiker in general. So yeah, that's where it sucks. Like, you can't have security pin and down the rabbit hole. They don't let you. They don't let you have them both at the same time. I tried so many different ways. Like, I tried to turn. Like, I tried to go left and turn. It doesn't work. I've tried everything. I've literally went left and went up and went right and went up. And then I tried to go this way. And you'll have less attributes, by the way, if you take that route. Don't take that route. Anyway. Don't take that route. But, and that's another thing, too, you got to watch out for is attribute points. Some ways you go, you don't get a lot of attribute points. And I think one way actually on the cook, and it might be the way I just said, it only goes to level 9. You don't go to level 10 at all. I want to say it was that way I just said. Yeah, that's possible, ladies and gentlemen. You can go all the way to the end of this and only get the level 9. That is a thing. I've done it enough times to notice it. Now, if you go right, big swings, attack damage is increased by 10%, but stamina consumption tied to attacks is 300% or more costly. And here is the well. Victims that fall down the well take 50% more damage. Imagine if the grandpa had well, down the rabbit hole, and you had those locks all in the same build. Oh my god, you would be way overpowered. That's probably why they didn't do it, because they knew. Chicken whispers. Chickens won't make noises unless you're very close to them. Chicken detection radius is reduced by 20%. Does not affect victims. And you got a random one right there. And then the windows, 50% more damage when jumping out of windows. I smell blood. Your proximity range is increased by 1.5 to help you stay focused on the last victim. Siphon, the blood harvesting increase. Grandpa sonar ability is reduced by 20% each level. Blood banker, your maximum blood storage capacity is increased by 10%, 30%, 40. Or 30, I mean, not 40. I wish. Nobody escapes hell. The minigame for locked doors is 40% more difficult for all victims. I personally believe that if you are running, I'll say the normal trio for my gang. We'll say, you got the cook, you got Sissy, and you got Leatherface. I think Nobody Escapes Hell is probably one of the best ones to put on if you can get it, or at least on the grandpa, because if you have pins and you're locking them with double locks, and you have a 40% more difficult for all victims to unlock the doors, it makes it for twice as hard. Like, you can make things twice as hard for everyone. So really think about what you're using when you go into games. Stamina drain while sprinting decreased 20%. Violent. Your damage is increased by 10% when carrying a full blood vial. I don't know why you would be doing that, but to each their own. Universal donor. Blood collected from buckets is increased by 20%. And that is the end. You got a random one right there. But yeah, that is the right side. That's all the perks. So I took the left side and went up. To each their own. You know, whatever you guys want to do. I mean, it's your game. I personally think that if I didn't take the left lane, I'd have took the right lane. because I feel like there's more in the right to help me out with just the ability, like your proximity range is increased by 1.5. It goes up to 3 times to help focus. And there's a lot of blood stuff through here to help you. So that's why I would do it. But I took the left because of the security pins. So, to each their own. And he has no clothes yet. Probably soon to be coming, I'm sure. And then your attribute points, you put all down here. As you can see, like I said near the beginning of the video, I put it all toward blood harvesting and endurance when you go all the way through. And that is it. That is the cook. So tell me down below, how do you like to cook? What do you like? What do you don't like about him? Obviously, I'm going to probably guess there's a lot of running things that you don't like about him because he's slow as shit. So have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. I think we're, let's see here. I think we got the old hitchhiker. Hitchhiker's coming up. Yeah, that's who's up next, the old hitchhiker. He's got a pretty knife, he says. So I will see you all on the next one. Have a good rest of your day, and I am out of here.